Is my
They have
favorite.
47-day shutdown, plus then the holidays, plus then like,
I'm a proud game.
HR.
You form an actual political.
Went from being like
For Senate.
We're gonna find out in April,
For Senate elections.
so it's stressful.
It is.
People on flying then?
Yeah. Neither do you.
Hey, find it, yeah.
Hi, yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
It would be really funny. It would be really funny if you.
I think you're pushing me for
I don't know
information
if I could,
about
'cause
hand sanitizer stuff.
I have no idea what the process is.
Should figure that out.
Hand sanitizer?
It would be amazing.
I would
Other meetings.
I think it would be great.
I had two choices.
Am I getting it over?
I know, I like how both ran.
Oh.
I had to leave early last minute.
I'm not gonna be confusing at
Stay
all.
Like
There's your,
specifically,
crochet.
he told me.
Sorry, I got a little bit of senior work.
Well, I know.
No, it's not. So that's.
I feel very.
Someone might
Roger.
choices.
Oh.
Century
I do.
This guy wants a gummy bear. Best is pretty.
You have a sweet tooth.
It's like.
Well, I think that.
Really?
I've got a lot of.
Online app called Reddit.
I can guess
We
what.
can make medical training.
Sorry, Megan, for Megan, drop off.
It's like. I
We're egging on Charles.
mean, you're not egging me on. I'm
And no
taking your
more of
time.
Charles not listening, so I
What can I say?
I didn't take a side. I didn't take a side.
You were should have been like. I'm actually like. They were still on the same. You're just doing everything.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
I control myself.
Are you able to stop?
Yes, I totally done.
You like agree with what last one said.
Ask if there's any updates and he had none. So if you have any updates, that'd be wonderful. I want it back in time.
Okay, but you know what I mean.
Every single person. I just want to know this exact thing.
It feels like you're.
Oh.
Friend, my ex-Canadian
Oh, I'm
girlfriend.
going
Fine,
there
just like do it.
What, do you wanna see what she did? Like,
I think,
Oh no, Andrew did a lot.
Oh, it did?
What was the award you got last year? What was the award you got last year from Rotary?
wait, 6 months for a shoulder.
What?
My, this.
I
know.
Speaker, I like the hair.
Big shot, we like your hair.
It's really good. Go! Big shot.
Tyler,
I
what is it called when you like
and get
someone before you said the same thing?
Yield to redundancy?
Alright, there we go, dude. We were struggling so hard on that.
Oh, it was. Is that what he got for his award?
I'm trying to get where you were
Got
going
it.
at.
He has it in his office.
Yeah.
Can I just raise up my platform?
Someone got a yield to redundancy award last year.
Yield to redundancy. It's like yield to redundancy.
I can't get some type of like points.
That's what they're doing.
Oh, yield to redundancy, I think it must actually be.
We don't have an open class. This is my ex.
Yeah.
Come last week.
Usually I have a Oh no, you can do like with the ear, with the ear.
I really like
Oh,
your hair. I don't like my hair.
It's not as we can
Organismal
Andrew's tech
Here's the real
Hello and welcome everybody to the 93rd Student Government Meeting for January 28th, 2026. This meeting is being conducted in CSU 238. It is currently 4:04 p.m. and I call this meeting in order. We will begin with our land recognition statement. Student government acknowledges that we live, work, and learn in the homeland of the Dakota people, whose language frames our institution's name, Minnesota State University, Mankato. We'll begin with our roll call. Senator Aubart.
Here.
Senator Hyber.
Here.
Senator Kabad.
Here.
Senator Andre. Senator Vaughan. Senator Hayden Vaughan.
That's not his last name.
Yeah, here.
How do you pronounce it?
Hayden Vaughn.
Hayden Vaughn. All right. Senator Dietrich,
Here.
Senator Olson, Senator Reyes, Senator Bartlett,
Here.
Senator Nguyen, Senator Anderson, Senator Zelmer, Senator Cummings,
Present.
Senator Ide,
Present.
Senator Haluka,
Here.
Senator Isaac, Senator Knauer,
Here.
Senator Andrioli, Senator Stokes,
Here.
Senator Hillstead,
Present.
Senator Reyes,
Here.
Senator Liu, Senator Gray, Senator Wickersham, Vice President Caffley, President Colburn,
Present.
and Speaker Thapa is here. Wow, that's a lot of people today. So, do we have any dissents or amendments for the consent agenda? All those in favor of consent agenda, please raise your placards. All those who disagree? Seeing this, the consent agenda clearly passes. We now move forward with our open forum. Do we have anyone today here for open forum? Yes, you may please proceed to the podium.
Hi everyone. Oh, it works. Me and Sandy are here today to tell you guys a little bit about parking and what senators can do for parking closer to the CSU during student government hours.
So, if you guys aren't aware of this, during student government meetings on Wednesdays and Fridays from 3:30 to 6:30, you can go to Lot 4, which is the pay lot, Lot 4A. You can put in the code GOV. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that. Never mind. Forgot about that. John's going to send it to you. Forget that I said that.
Oh.
It's just because we don't want everybody else to know. Anyway, that gets you parking during your meeting, only during your meeting times, 2:30 to 6:30, Wednesdays and Fridays. If it's not working, as it wasn't for Nolan today, please let us know. Did it work? There was some young lady that was gonna run out and do it. I didn't look at her, I just heard her say that. Anyway, was that you?
Yes.
Did it work? Oh. Did you have to pay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you two call tomorrow the front office and give them your credit card number and we'll refund you what you had to pay. Okay? The other thing is use the app. If it doesn't work on the kiosk, but if you use the kiosk, you have to make sure you press the code button in the lower right corner. You guys know to do that? No. Okay. So there's a code button in the lower right corner. Why did we do that? Because we recognize that you guys are doing official student government work and want you to not have to pay for parking if you don't have a permit. And it gets you close enough to the building that you're not running, from across the university. It is working right now. We don't see that any of you used the app today. 3 of you tried, I know, and it didn't work, or not the app, tried to use the kiosk. So if there are problems, please let us know, because if it's not working, we need to fix it. But if it's that you didn't know to push the code button, hopefully we fixed that problem, or you can use the app and get it taken care of that way. But please, if it's not working, don't just get frustrated and give up. Let us know. And if you've paid and you shouldn't have paid, let us know. We can take care of that for you, okay? Any questions other than Sandy screwed up and gave the app on? Does anybody watch? They do? Okay. We'll be checking those people. Pardon me?
You can redact this from the video.
Yeah? Okay, he's gonna redact it from the video.
I'll put a motion on the table to redact that part where she messed up from the video before posting to the YouTube.
Thanks for
And-
saving me.
Is that an actual motion that you're trying to put up, Senator? Thank you. Do we have any questions? Any questions? Seeing no questions, thank you so much for your
You're
time.
welcome.
Do we have anyone else today for open forum? Yes. May please proceed to the podium.
Howdy folks, Sam Steiger from Campus Recreation Maverick Adventures. As promised last week, we have a candlelight hike coming up on Feb 7. It's a free event. Signups went live today and they're already kind of getting soaked up. But students can reserve their spot by going on our Campus Rec app. I'm passing one poster around if you want to take a screenshot or something of it. We're going to have them all over campus. We're advertising through our typical email and Campus Rec modes, social media. But it's a great event put on by the Friends of Minneopa State Park in partnership with us. Community is going to be out there, as well as we're going to bring a bunch of rotations of students out for a night hike around the candles. So if you need anything, give me a shout. I can answer any questions, but the event poster is going around, and sign up again is free. Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you so much. Do we have anyone else for open forum tonight? Anyone else for open forum? All right, seeing none, we move forward with our Dean of the Day. I'd like to invite Song Bach, our Dean of College of Business.
Thank you for having me today. We have great start on this spring semester. I have a few things to share with you. As our college dean, we have lots of things going on college business, but all of you are invited. Let me see what I have on my note. First, we have strong, small but mighty Henji Ag Business student group. They're gonna make trips to Iowa, right, in early February to attend National Ag Business Showcase Conference. If you want to learn more about this trip and Henji Ag Leadership Program in general, you may contact Dr. DQ Spencer, or you have great Megan here. She is a huge part of that program. She has lots of things to share with you if you want to know more. Second one is, in College of Business has student executive team, probably 12 plus minus one student act as ambassador of our college. Every semester they host a mock interview. What they do is not about they are conducting interview with you. They brought up many industry partner in many different sectors. They have a one-on-one mock interview with you to raise or sharpen up your professional interview skill. So schedule on February 11. If you want to participate, please look up the poster around the Morris Hall, and you can just register for that mock interview. Other one is very next day, February 12th, we have Maverick Sales Connect. If you're interested in somehow sales or some other this outreaching capacity of this business, you may want to check it out. That one hosted at the Maverick Innovation Gateway. Connecting to that, a little distant in April, Gary Harbison, who is Executive Vice President at the CHS, coming to campus, talk about go-to-market sales. He will share his experience in particularly sales in ag business. So it will be hosted at the Maverick Innovation Gateway in April. Look out for these email invitation. And another one, I have a March 18. The College of Business invited Mr. Paul Acito, who was a CMO at the 3M Corporation. Now he's retired, but he's turning into AI consultant in higher education, meaning that he's really well-established name in helping business school or in university in general, how to use AI or infuse AI as a baseline thread of these, the new education trend. So he's gonna come to a campus to talk about AI in higher education with a lens of AI agent, AI avatar, and some other beyond that. He called 5A. He will talk about that one with our student faculty member and community member invited. So you may not want to miss that. Date is March 18th, and at once again the Maverick Innovation Gateway. If you know where is it, it is right. It was formerly known as what Maverick Bookstore. You may check it out the date and time. You may not want to miss that. Okay, that's the things going on college business. Once again, this event is for you, and please come and thoroughly enjoy that event along with your peer. At the same time, to learn from those expert and experienced leaders in community. Okay, that's my just quick announcement, kind of snapshot of things going on in college of business. And we have a great start of the semester along with you. And I open the floor to have any question if you have it.
Do you have any questions for our Dean of the Day? Yes, Senator Dietrich.
It's not technically a question. I just wanted to thank you, first of all, for coming and visiting us today. We always really appreciate when you come to see us. Also, I'm just looking forward to being able to meet with you this semester about different initiatives that I have in mind for College of Business. And I know sometimes last semester we weren't able to meet, but I look forward to breaking more ground with you this coming semester.
Absolutely. You and I had a great conversation about this open source, the textbook issue, and we are all up to that. And I wish we had more times to talk about other initiatives. I'm always open for your visit, and love to chat with you to discuss other initiatives too. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you so much. Do we have any other questions for our Dean of the Day? Seeing none, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now move forward with our officer report. First of all, I'd like to invite President Colin.
Well, hello, everyone. This feels so weird. Like we're only 20 minutes in. Like the rest of the semester, I'm only doing this like 5 p.m., 5:30. So I love this. Okay. So I hope you all are doing well. I know this organization is doing pretty well. Like I have been jam-packed in meetings for trainings, interest meetings on students, and there's been a lot of really good energy. I really look forward to momentum and energy being brought into student government for right now, and hopefully it'll carry on into budget season. I'll try to keep my officer report pretty short today and just go from there. The first thing that I'm more than happy to announce is a hockey game. So I've been talking with athletics, and we thought that there is a kind of a social gap between student government and also the Student Athletic Advisory Commission. So because of that, we prepped a hockey game for us to join on February 14th. So please mark your calendar for February 14th on Valentine's Day. It's a Saturday, and we would go from 5 to 6 p.m. We go 5 to 6 p.m. to the hockey hospitality room, and after that 6 p.m. we go to the game and just enjoy as senators and also as commission members for Student Athletic Advisory Commission. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. I'll be making sure to say more details as we get closer to it on February 11th, but I just want to make sure you mark your calendar on February 14th. Second thing come up is another event. Student government was invited to the diversity dinner, which is happening this Friday at 5 p.m. There's a couple tickets that we still have for us, so if you have any interest in going to the diversity dinner and just representing student government through there, don't be afraid to Teams message me. I'd be happy to write a ticket or two for you. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to student government. Like we have another big event coming up for Meet and Confer, which is tomorrow. So this is our first Meet and Confer for this semester. So if there's any big topics you want us to bring up to administration, don't be afraid to reach out to anyone from the Meet and Confer team, including myself, and we will be more than happy to communicate that to administration, as there is a lot of things happening, has a lot of priorities, but we do want to make sure that your important priorities are being communicated to the administration tomorrow. So I think that's everything I have. I'll be happy to yield to questions.
Any questions for President Colin? Seeing none, thank you so much. Oh wait,
What was the date for the hockey game again?
February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Thank you so much. Now with the officer report for Vice President Kavli.
Hi everyone. Okay, so welcome back everybody. It's week 3, and I do not have a lot on my officer report this week. I just have a couple of updates that I need to give you guys. Firstly, starting with meeting updates, I do not have a lot of meeting updates because last Friday, I believe, we had meeting with President Inch, but both me and President Corin, we had fever, so we postponed that meeting, and we'll be having that meeting this Friday. So if you guys have anything that you want me to take over to President Inch, please let me know. We have meet and confer tomorrow. And to those of you who are new and don't know what meet and confer is, it is our monthly meetings that we have with President's Cabinet, including Vice President Gillespie, who's for Finance, Vice President Morris for DEI, Vice President Jones for Student Affairs, President Provost, basically a lot of administrators and a lot of coordinators to join us as well. And we've also opened it for senators for this semester. So if you're interested in attending meet and confer, please let either myself or President Gordon know, and we will see you there tomorrow. Going forward, yes, the DHS event that was supposed to happen on campus did get canceled. I got an email over about that over the weekend, and that event was canceled. I also let Maps for Change know about that. One other update I have is from your peer and marketing coordinator. So there is an event called Peter Past Poverty. So student government has always been participating in that event, and John will probably talk in depth about it later as well. But we need around 10 different students to go in there. So if you guys are interested, please let me. So if you're interested, please let me know, or please let your peer and marketing coordinator know. She's not here today because she has class. And I think you do not have to pay the entry fee. That will be covered by student government. And that's pretty much everything I have for. Oh no, one last thing. Sorry. February, the month of February is starting. That's your scholarship month. So everybody please apply for scholarships and let people know that there is a lot of scholarship. Yes, there has been a lot of complaints about tuition increase, and we've always talked about this to administrators. However, they have mentioned to us that more scholarships are opening every year. So they've opened more scholarships. So the more you apply, the less your tuition fee will be. So please do utilize that. And we will also probably have a lot of different content being filmed for that, and we'll post it on our Instagram. So we will need volunteers for that. That's pretty much everything I think. I'm open for any questions.
You have any questions for Vice President Gafle? Seeing no questions, I'll move forward with my officer report. Few things first. I want to remind each and every senator that February 25th is still the last day for the vacancies to be open for senator positions. We do have a few vacancy spots left in our Senate, so I would advise everybody to reach out to their friends, their constituents, and try to encourage them to represent in student government. Second of all, something very interesting. We are going to be hosting our very first retro game night in collaboration with esports as an activity for student government versus student affairs. Finally, something that we would really enjoy doing. Yeah, the part was beating student affairs, being very enjoying, right? Second of all, so this is going to be taking place on 11th of February 2026 on Wissink Hall, WH121. It's the esports facility where we'll be playing different retro games like Donkey Kong, Mario Party, where we'll be competing in a tournament bracket style against student affairs. So good luck, everybody. So just reach out to me for all of those who wants to take part in the tournament itself. And if there is anyone that wants to be there just for the social event and, good vibes and good food, then feel free to join us. Do I have any questions from anybody? Yes, Senator.
Do we know what any of the games are going to be?
So all the games that we'll be playing will be Nintendo Switch games, because I kind of thought that we would not want to play any FPS games or such sort. We'll be playing party games from Nintendo, and we will have like Nintendo consoles provided. We will have about 8 PC setups done where we will be taking turns on playing. I think We will have 8 controllers for Nintendo, and any one of us who wishes to explore some other games, we will have Xbox and PS5 as well for any of the senators to enjoy some games. And yes, Senator.
At what time is the event?
So it starts at 5 p.m. in Wissing Hall 121 on February 11th. We will also have food. So yes, Senator.
Don't we have a Senate meeting? Oh, wait.
Yes, we do. But usually when there is such events, we conclude the Senate meeting as soon as possible and try to move on with the event. Any other questions? All right, seeing no questions, thank you so much for the time that everybody provided me to explain how we are going to beat student affairs. Move forward with senator report. For vacancy. For vacancy, we have 3 seats for Senator College of Allied Health and Nursing. Do we have anyone here today for that? All right, and we have 2 seats for Senator on campus, which is residential life. Do we have anyone there? Yes, you may please proceed to the podium.
Hello, everybody. I don't know, do you want to give me some?
Yeah, so before you begin, I'll just explain how it will work. You'll be given 2 minutes for your opening statement. You'll be followed with a question and answer round where senators will be questioning you regarding your interest in this vacancy. And then you'll be given 2 minutes for your closing statement. After that, we move to discussion.
Okay. Hi, I'm Reed Beckerman. I'm a senior international relations major here at MNSU. I guess my biggest pitch would be my experience. I served in the 91st Senate and was a member of I was chair of the Electoral Commission as well as part of the Parking Commission and as well as just being a senator. So I have the experience of this body, so I understand how it operates. I guess probably a big accomplishment through going to the parking committee. I remember we managed to keep the free lot by raising prices on parking tickets. So if you want an accomplishment, you want a record of me, that's what I would say is we managed to keep the free lot. I guess I can just go on to questions, but that's my big pitch.
Thank you so much. Do we have any questions for our candidate? Yes, Senator Dietrich.
It's a 2-part question. Is that okay? You went to Japan? Is that right?
Czech Republic. Oh, yeah. I forgot to include that. Yeah, the reason why I wasn't here for the 92nd was because I was abroad studying for an academic year in Prague in the Czech Republic. So that's why I was not here for last year's Senate.
Yeah. How was the Czech Republic?
It was amazing.
Is that all the question? Do we have? Yes, Senator Nguyen.
Everyone, of course, has a reason of being here. If I could ask, what's your reasoning, or to come back? I know.
One, personally wise, I made a lot of good connections. I knew Andrew very well. I knew Emily very well. So it's good to see them here, continuing to be in the Senate. But as well, I think there's a lot of important issues on campus. So I'd love to be able to help with those issues and be able to contribute a voice to the students here that live on campus.
Thank you. Do we have any other questions for the candidate? Yes, Senator Stokes.
As a residential on-campus senator, how do you believe you would be best able to represent those living on campus?
I have experience, so I know a good amount of the residential life staff. So I've already had the emails. They know me as a person. So I wouldn't just walk in and be like, oh, hey, who's this new guy? They would know who I am. So I feel confident enough where that. And then once again, I do know a good amount of people, at least in my dorm area. Obviously, I don't know everyone that lives on campus. That's a lot of students. But I would like to say I know a fair amount of people. So I would hope to say that would be, yeah.
Senator Heluka.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Being a senator for Res Life means that by and large, you're going to be representing people who are in their first year of colleges. That's the majority of people that live in the dorms. What's your plan to maintain a healthy relationship and reach out to those first year students and get their voices to the table in specific?
I know one way, I know I talked to Andrew about this, but going to community council meetings. I know Andrew talked about that, and being able to listen to voices that are the opinions and voices that are being said there. I know not every student in community council is a freshman, but I would say a majority of them are. So I think that would be a good way to get, because they are a representative body for the people that live on campus. So obviously then you just take that up a level. I'm there, I hear their voices, I bring it to Student Senate.
Thank you. Senator Wickersham, followed by Senator Olson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would just like to ask, how can you be certain that after a year of absence that those connections you made in the 91st Student Senate have been maintained?
I guess just for example, because I've come to these past few meetings, people like John recognized me, Mark recognized me, so I feel people have recognized me without even me going up to them. So Andrew's recognized me. So the people that I have worked with, I'm not going to say everyone because I haven't seen everyone since I've been gone, but a good amount of people that I have worked with have recognized me, like, oh, hey, it's good to see you back on campus again.
Thank you. Senator Olson.
Hello, welcome. My question is, what if you were on this body, what would be a policy or issue you'd like to address that would be on to your constituents?
I remember one issue I was working on in the 91st was about students' ability to learn about local representation in local government and federal government. One of the things I was working on, but I never got into fruition because we had a lot of other issues dealing with in the 91st Senate, was making either a web page on the Minnesota website that would have contact information for either like city councilors, the mayor, local representatives, so students could make their concerns to representatives, elected officials.
Thank you so much. Any more questions? Yes, Senator Ray.
Yeah, this is hardball. Okay, so I hope you're ready. Which residence hall do you live in?
Prescott.
All right, groovy.
Any more questions? All right, seeing no questions, you have 2 minutes for your closing statement, candidate.
I would just say I'm a good experienced candidate. I've worked with a handful of people that are currently sitting in this room, and I would just look forward to work with them again, and I hope they can vouch for me, but that would be left up to them if they do want to say anything positive for me. So thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. We will now begin with our discussion. You may leave the room or you may stay if you wish to. We are now in discussion. Is there any point? Yes, Senator Dietrich.
I just want to follow up to Senator Wickersham's question about like past relationships to people in the 91st. The kind of trauma bonding that we did in the 91st, that's going to span decades. Like we're going to have reunions 20 years from now to talk about the events of the 91st. So have no worries about that.
Senator Hillstead.
I was going to ask both Senator Dietrich and President Colleran, who have had experience working with him in the past, what your thoughts on him are, just since you've had experience with him.
Do you need a follow-up?
I mean, yeah, like when it came to my first activity student government, we were on the same vacancy election. Like we were very active and working with each other, and he's someone who is consistent, passionate, and shows up. And that's always appreciated.
Thank you. Any more point? Anyone? Call to question some? Oh, Senator. Yes.
I was just going to say that I think his experience and diverse experiences regarding res life and student government would probably be beneficial. And I mean, we aren't having vacancies filled right now, so given that it is seemingly a good candidate, I don't see a reason not to.
Thank you so much, Senator Zelmer.
Call the question.
Second.
Any dissent? All those in favor of the motion, please raise your placard. All those who disagree? Saying this motion clearly passes, all of you please write yes or no in a piece of paper. On the left-hand side of me, John will be collecting them, and on the right-hand side, I will be.
Oh, you need one too? Okay, here. You get the, I want the most destroyed one, Charles.
No.
Turn this in for me? I just don't know if that's like.
Megan's scared.
You could leave.
I lost my spot.
You're in the student government office.
Yeah, you could just. I wouldn't say Megan.
Yes, sir.
I'm so.
You're allowed. That's an impactful.
Okay, yeah, how was that?
Awesome. Yeah, I know.
I got some hair, man. It's over here.
Oh.
This is hair I like right now.
I spelled something else when I saw.
The first time you've ever been on. Good job.
Senator Cunning.
You would.
Are we all going sunglasses? Is that what I'm? That one's hair.
Not in your robot.
You think he would do it?
John doesn't have it. You need to say about guys who wear sunglasses inside and right? Yes, Trenton. Yes. Yeah.
Wait, Trenton.
What the?
Trenton.
Why aren't you at the committee meeting?
Huh? My eyes are a little bit better. Oh, I had to go on like.
I wouldn't doubt
I
that.
had some family stuff going on.
No.
I did. I texted Tyler.
Like, they were both at 100 at the same
Wait,
time.
you
and I was like, I'm really conscious.
I don't know who's committing.
Technically mine.
Wait, you're.
Like, I think that's.
Are you off campus?
I got switched.
You off campus switch?
No,
I did not know this.
What are you?
Technically
Okay,
academic
oh,
affairs,
yeah.
but.
Well, then you're under Jack's
Think about
committee.
it, they can go to whatever they want, so.
Oh, no, you're not.
At large.
Oh, okay.
I don't take your
You filled 3 or 4 spots.
You don't take attendance?
No, that's.
Oh, good. They're still dating?
Yeah. I don't take Megan's
Can I
attendance.
borrow it?
Do you?
I have it
I would
online,
mention-
but I haven't made Megan Lilith take attendance anyway.
Close enough.
Fair, fair.
You have that sheet that I made, right?
Just got it just now.
Tyler, you send me the.
Not the big attendance sheet that I had.
It's like,
I don't think I have
I'll
that.
send you that.
2 years ago.
Hey, Patrick.
Last week.
Wait, Charles, what are you on?
Yeah. I found his application to be a senator. Yours.
I think it was a different person.
Give me chills. I was gonna say, that does not sound like Jonathan.
I can get it up.
We're back in formal session, everybody. If the candidate would please move forward to the podium. After tallying all the votes, I'd like to announce that we have successfully appointed candidate Beckman as our very newly appointed residential life senator. For the ceremony, if you would like to raise your right hand and repeat after me, I state your name,
I, Reed Beckerman,
will represent and serve
will represent and serve
the students of
the students of
Minnesota State University, Mankato,
Minnesota State University, Mankato,
in student life
in student life
and academic needs,
and academic needs,
and will uphold the mission,
and will uphold the mission,
constitution,
constitution,
and bylaws
and bylaws
of the student government.
of the student government.
I so affirm.
I so affirm.
Thank you so much. You may please join us at the seat. Do we have anyone more for Senator Residential Life? Any more candidates? All right, seeing none, we move forward with new business, which is addressing Department of Homeland Security actions. And I'd like to invite our author, Senator Ray and Senator Wickersham, to just share the presentation with it.
I was waiting for a cue or something, I guess. Yeah, I think that it's important that we pass this resolution. There have been a good number of incidents involving ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, along with other agencies that that have used force that would be considered excessive, perhaps dangerous. And I mean, we've all felt that, right? We all see students around the university who are not feeling welcomed, who are feeling that they're in danger on our campus. And I believe as the student government, we have a responsibility to step up and, you know, make sure that we are responding and making sure that students can feel safe on campus. And so that's what this resolution aims to do.
Thank you. Senator Wickerson?
Yeah, I think everything that Senator Ray brought up is absolutely true. You know, we've had now 2 deaths in this state at the hands of federal agents in just the past 2 or 3 weeks alone. You know, obviously that's going to create an atmosphere of fear and tension. And I think the very least that we can do is encourage different bodies in student government and elsewhere on campus to formulate responses to protect the student body. And I think that's the most important part. We are representatives of the student body. That student body is afraid. We hold it as a responsibility to our constituents to formulate a policy to respond to their fear.
Thank you so much. Any question? Yes, Senator Zelmer?
Yeah, for your final be it resolved you have in there, you had just talked about it, executing a response to the actions. What kind of response are you looking for at that?
Yeah, so which senator would you like to answer that?
Either.
I can. So the biggest thing that we're looking for, and obviously this is going to be handled by individual agencies and bodies within the student government to get into the finer details of, but the biggest thing is making sure that members of the student government are aware of what to do should ICE come on campus, and making sure that even if they don't, students are well aware of their rights and how to respond, and to just know that there is a policy in place.
Thank you. Senator Stokes?
Hi, my question pertains to the first be it resolved, stating that the 93rd student government affirms that students have the right to feel safe while attending Minnesota State University Mankato. My question is, how does this resolution guarantee that the student government affirms that students have a right to feel safe while just resolving to stating that we will be taking future actions?
Yeah, give me just a second. I realized that I didn't have the right version pulled up. Yeah, I mean, students have a right to feel safe going to class, living on campus or not. They have a right to feel safe in the classroom. They have a right to feel safe in their dorms. They have a right to feel safe in the dining hall. And I think just reassuring students that that right to safety is not theoretical and is not something that the student government will ignore is very important.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Joshua, the senators are clear. You guys can yield the floor to the gallery as well. I do believe there was someone here. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Senator Olson.
I would like to yield to the gallery for Jonathan. Okay.
I don't have a statement prepared. I was just here to answer questions.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Senator.
Yeah, I'd like to address Senator Zelmer earlier.
Yeah.
You asked about the last paragraph and about specific actions, I think.
Yeah, I just wanna know, like, it's a pretty generic statement.
Yeah,
What are the specific actions that you're trying to take?
I think task force has to go.
Yeah. So right now, we do have a confidential document that is only privy to folks that are in our task force ready. We have already been in constant contact with security and other university officials working on this consistently. We have already accomplished much more than is currently known to the rest of student government, not because we're hiding it from you, but because we just haven't gotten the chance to quickly communicate that yet. What this resolution is doing is just giving us another tool in our bag to be able to point and say, hey, the entirety of student government is against this, the Senate is against this, the student body is against this. We need more action from the administration. That's essentially what we're doing here. And for further updates, you all are free to contact myself, Ashton Morris, anybody in the LAC, and we can always give you updates in specifics as well.
Thank you. Senator Reyes.
Yeah, so overall, I like the resolution for the most part. I do think, like Senator Zelmer was saying, it lacks some specificity. Like, are we looking for like information campaign? Are we looking for like a condemnation saying that the administration currently isn't doing enough? Because, or like, can we implement a time frame? Because it just says to formulate, direct, and execute a response to the actions. And I feel like we've known about ICE and DHS and all this other stuff happening on campus for like over a year now. So like, is there any like ideas going forward to like say like, hey, what you're doing is not enough, or keep on doing what you're doing? Like, I just feel like there should be some more outlined instead of just saying like, we know it's a problem and then, okay, figure it out yourselves kind of thing. I was just wondering like recommendations or anything like that.
Do I have to be yielded to, or can I just answer?
You can just answer it now.
Okay. Yeah. So this is in our plan. We have an entire plan out here. The purpose of this resolution is intentionally vague. We don't want it being fought over on the Senate floor because we need it passed as soon as physically possible, just so we have condemnation on file. When it comes to formulating this response and directing it, et cetera, we've already been working on it, as I've already said. A lot of work has already been done. Most of what student government can do to combat ICE and DHS presence on campus and alleviate our students from their effects can actually be done behind the scenes. Like, it does not have to be done on the Senate floor, and that's kind of the approach that we've been taking. So through the executive branch, it's much faster. We can do things more precise, and we don't have to debate over every single action. So that's kind of what we've been going for here. When it comes to formulating that response, you don't have to worry about a time frame or anything because we are already on it. What this does is it just empowers us to continue what we're doing and take more overt actions against the DHS. Well, against the DHS, we're student government, but you understand my point.
Oh wait.
Senator Alpart.
I mean, I guess it was kind of answered here, but also not. I know that you mentioned resources and getting more knowledge out, but I know that there are a few other groups on campus. Res Life themselves are even giving out things to notify people of their rights. And I was just gonna ask, what are you guys intending to do that makes your approach different than what things that are already in place doing? I support what you guys are doing. I'm just curious.
Okay.
Anybody can answer.
It's not different at all. We're using the same materials, we're using the same ideas, we're using the same of everything else. It's just that we have the budget to back it up. Well, sorry, we have the budget, we have the connections to back it up. We're getting a lot of free resources in from different community organizations and organizations that we specifically are attached to either individually or as an organization. We're getting a lot of resources in, whether it be from community organizations I don't want to name at the moment, or from folks on campus, and we're able to distribute that in a more efficient manner because we are associated with the university, unlike these other community groups. So if we want to get materials out to every DEI office, it's a lot easier for us to do it in comparison to a community organization or an RSO. If we need to get resources out to the education offices, we can do that much easier than, again, other RSOs or other community organizations. It's a smaller aspect of what we're working on, but it is still extremely important because we are an official source of information, and it is important that we have something available for students who can't otherwise trust those community organizations.
Thank you. Senator Stokes.
I can address this to any one of you three. As a public university, I understand that this task force has some legal ramifications, possibly making us as Minnesota State University Mankato classified as a sanctuary university. That is very tricky with us being a public university. How do we plan to address any legal ramifications by federal informants or task forces?
There is no language doing that in this resolution.
Right, thank you.
Please just stick to the resolution for now, please.
Thank you, Senator Reyes.
Just to clarify on my last one, I just wanna make sure we're all clear. So is the passage for this resolution because we feel as administration isn't doing enough currently against the current status quo?
I am not comfortable answering that in a uniform context. It is more complicated than just answering that as a yes or a no. We are working our best. We are working with folks that are assisting us. The administration is being responsive. We just need to be able to give them that extra push in some circumstances.
Thank you. Vice President Cuffley.
Thank you for coming. I'm asking you a question that was answered. I already know, but I want the Senate to know. We talked about different things that the task force is going to do, such as if somebody is unsafe on campus, having people to take them different places. So can you talk about these more in depth so everyone is kind of aware about it?
Yes. So in the Safe Walk program, which is offered by Campus Security, is actually offered throughout the entire day, and you don't need to be doing it just to walk to your car or to walk from where you come to campus to where you go to campus. It can be used at any time for any location. This is something that Campus Security doesn't advertise, as I'm sure you are all aware. Like there's some posters in the rec center, some posters in different basements, but they just, for whatever reason, it's not the top of their priority. The Safe Walk program being available all day is something that more folks should be made aware of. We're seeing similar programs from Metro State and other Minnesota State universities. Yes, thank you. Where they are offering just escorts to and from buildings or to and from the parking lots. We have that here. It just needs to be advertised a bit more. It's already good to go. If you feel safe for whatever reason, whether it be because of ICE or whether because of somebody else on campus, you are always welcome to call Campus Security and say, I would like an escort from here to here.
Thank you. Senator Hillstead.
Nobody has any more points of discussion. I would like to motion this to new business for old business for next week, so we can all have time to look at it for more than a couple of days and just to issue questions to these three if we have them any further.
Okay. With the given.
So it's to put this table this to next week to talk about it in old business.
It is, but the motion that you started stated that if there is no points left to discuss. So is there any points left to discuss? Is there any more questions? Vice President Cuffley, followed by Senator Johnson, followed by Senator Wickersham.
More than a question, it's just a comment. I think we should not table it till next week. We should just pass it right away because it clearly states what it wants. It clearly states what they're gonna do, and we'll go and have, since it's a federal task force, a lot of it, information cannot be released, so we can go and talk in depth with the people who are going to do it. So I believe it should not be motioned for next week, but rather be passed now.
Senator Johnson.
I completely agree with that. This is unfortunately a matter of life and videotaped to death. The chilling effect is seen and it's visible and it's felt. And I think the best.
Senator, could you speak up a little, please?
Yes,
Thank you.
sorry. A matter of life and death, which this is, a matter of the future of our fellows, our friends, our classmates, our instructors, the people that we shop with, the people that we pass in the streets, and the things that we know to be true, and the things that we hold to be most important and dear, human life. We should expedite this tonight, discuss it tonight, and vote on it tonight.
Thank you. Senator Wickersham.
Yeah, I agree with the other two senators who just spoke. Not only is this a very prescient issue, but I think even if there were more debate to be had, which I don't see much more debate being had, we don't actually have a lot of business left on the agenda and an hour left in our meeting. So even if there were more debate, we certainly have the time for it. And additionally, I would also like to clarify that this resolution doesn't necessarily call on the student government to do much of anything except give the Federal Response Task Force of the Legislative Affairs Committee as wide of a latitude as they are asking for to respond to these circumstances.
Vice President,
Motion and questioning and move into discussion.
any seconds?
What information can you explain that?
The president is just making a motion to move to formal discussion instead of question and answer, where everybody just gets to speak without having to
Point
refer
of
to-
clarification, are we motioning this to be expedited at that point?
I don't
No, not right now.
Okay.
No, we will be just formally moving to discussion where we'll be talking more as it looks like more people who wish to speak on this matter. But as soon as the number of wishes to speak on discussion gets done, the conditions for your motion meet, and that's when the motion that you raised will be put into action to move this resolution to old business, which will be voted then. Is it clear? Thank you. So to move to formal discussions, seconds, any seconds? Yes, any dissents? All those in favor, please raise your placard. All those against it? President, is there any number of people that you wish to put or any minutes, or is it just no restraints? Okay. So just raise the placard for everybody that wants to speak during this discussion so that I can write it down and then we can have the list going on. First of all, Senator Dietrich, followed by Senator Stokes, followed by Senator Johnson, followed by Vice President Kafley. That is, and followed by Senator Cummings, followed by Senator Olson, followed by Senator Reyes. And that is all. Thank you, Senator Dietrich.
I have 2 points I'd like to make. First is regardless of what day we decide to vote on this resolution, I want to advocate that it be by secret ballot to potentially protect the identities of how people are voting. My other point I'd like to make is that this is not the first time we've heard of this task force. Yes, we are seeing the resolution for the first time today, but they were with us 1 or 2 weeks ago explaining that there was a task force, that they did have intentions to bring a resolution forward. I think that people who had strong feelings about that should have taken the time between that when we first heard that there was going to be a task force and today to have these discussions with the people authoring this bill and the people working on this task force. So I would encourage a vote to expedite this resolution today.
Thank you so much. Senator Stokes?
Hi, I would like to just say that I see no problem with passing this resolution today, other than the possible idea of it being not as specific as some people would desire. Other than that, I believe it just puts into motion this task force that is necessary to the protection of our students. And I see that any negligence to specificities is just a term that is going to slow down this resolution and the protection of our students. So I issue a formal vote yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Senator Johnson.
Thank you, and thank you to the senators who wrote this resolution. This is fantastic and timely and necessary work, and I thank you for this. I thank the speaker from the gallery for the ongoing efforts with the task force, as well as this resolution that can back that up. The be it resolved and the goals of this to just, if nothing else, give a sense to students, individually and collectively, that we are heard, that we are safe, that there are people on our side, other students, student representatives, faculty, staff, administration. I also spoke at that meeting 2 weeks ago, the third day of the semester, and I spoke of my direct involvement in the atrocities taking place on our streets. Not just in Minneapolis or St. Paul, but in Mankato, in the Old Town neighborhood. I still have a small hole in the middle of my left hand from holding a human being's hair back after it had been drenched with a chemical weapon. As a person who has seen these horrors and continues to do whatever I can to help others, passing this will make me feel better. It will make me feel safer, because it may not physically make me safer in the moment, but there is a sense of safety and strength in knowing that it's not just one person, that we're not alone, that we are surrounded by good, strong, noble human beings who care about one another. And I appreciate the efforts that you put into creating this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Senator Johnson. Vice President Gallaty.
So this task force has been active for over a month, I believe, like active, and it's been a really long time since Abby, Ashton, Jonathan have been sitting in our offices and been talking about it, and they've put a lot of effort. I believe it's way longer than a month as well, but like I said to Cole last week, again, there are two groups, there are two different ideas, and we have to listen to both of those ideas. And then this time it's one of the group who feel very unsafe, who do not feel safe walking around, and just are not safe at all. And we need to be there for them, regardless of whether people's thought process, whether people's political opinion matches to that or not. That is not something that matters in this situation. What matters is we stood up for students, and that is when we put our political views aside. So it is really important that we go and vote for this today, because as student government, as all of us, we do not have to do anything here. We just have to let them to do what they want to do, and what they want to do is ensure that people are safe around, and that is not something that we should be stopping. I see no reason why this should be pushed to another week. So please, everybody, let's vote for this. And yes, you're allowed to have your opinions 100%, but it's our primary responsibility to represent students. And when they are not feeling safe, if we do not let somebody else who already wants to do this thing, then that is when we feel as their student leaders. So I just want all of you to keep that in mind.
Thank you so much, Vice President Gallaty. Senator Olson.
This resolution is just as hard as it is the times that we're going through. And I've been working not just on this task force, but within legislative affairs, and we've talked about this for very much a long time. And I would like to very strongly say that this is just a tool to progress. And if you have problems with the specificity, or you don't think it goes enough into safety, that is a concern that you should bring to us. We very much would like to have input. We're just trying to formulate it out in a way that we can get it out as efficiently and effectively as possible, and not have to fight back and forth on this, because details matter, but also there's a great thing about timing, and if we can just hit it at the correct time and not postpone, that would be greatly appreciated and so effective. I would just like to say that even if this, passes or fails today, I say it should be done today and not pushed on to never.
I am my time.
Thank you so much. Senator Reyes.
Yeah, so I was just asking questions about specificity, not because I'm opposed to the resolution. I just want a little bit more, but I understand for the current climate and the reasons why it can't be more. I am gonna urge a yes vote, and I think to expedite it because often I'm reminded of my constituency, the graduate students. But being also a graduate student, I'm also the coach of the speech and debate team. And a large part of international students are graduate students. And I've been hearing from my peers about fear about simply leaving their house to come on campus. Speech and debate people are now having to Zoom in from home or not even go to meets and practices because they're international students and they're afraid to leave and come to campus just to simply do an everyday extracurricular activity they love to do. So I urge you a yes vote, and I want you to think about your constituency and how many people this resolution can affect. Yes, we might want it to be more specific, that's fine. But I know that we're in good hands with the task force. I know we're in good hands with the people helping protect our students. So I urge a yes vote, and yeah.
Thank you so much. Senator Heluka.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would just like to voice my support for the resolution. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people that are going through difficult times right now. But beyond that, I would like to motion to call the question.
Second.
Does there have to be a motion to expedite before?
No.
Okay.
Point of information, wasn't there a prior motion on the
There
floor?
was a prior
Point
motion.
of order, that motion never received a second.
It did.
I didn't second it.
You would raise your card for a second.
Yeah, because I was going
All
to.
right, all right. We can have this discussion solved right now. Is there any seconds for the point of motion raised by Senator Hillstead? There is a second. Okay, any dissent? All right, we'll go to formal voting. All those in favor of the motion to put this resolution to old business for the coming week, please raise your placards. All those who disagree. This clearly fails. Thank you. We have another motion in hand, motion to call to question. Are there any seconds to it?
Second.
Any dissent?
I would like to say a little discussion point before we get into it, but that's just that.
Unfortunately, that is not allowed. Yes, John?
Motion to call the question is not debatable.
Yep.
Wouldn't be debatable, it's encouraging the type of vote that we have.
So the thing is, this list had Senator Hillstead after Senator Heluka as well. Because we were in discussion, I will not take your motion for now. We will complete this list and then you can call the motion to call to question. Yes, John?
May I give some advice on procedure?
Yeah.
Thank you. Your normal process is to table, so the motion to expedite would need to be voted on. Okay, the question cannot be called since your normal process and by process is to table for one meeting. If you don't motion to expedite, you don't vote on this today. So that motion does have to happen in order for it to procedurally happen, given your process.
Point of information, there is no such thing as a motion to expedite in Robert's Rules of
It's not in Robert's rules, but it's in our rules.
Senator, you're not recognized. All right, so we will just take the motion to call to question that just passed, basically. Yes, John?
What are you calling the question on?
The resolution itself.
It would need to be expedited first,
Okay,
if you're going to follow your normal procedure, your precedent.
so since we have not raised any other motion to expedite it before we call to question, Senator Hillstead.
I would encourage, I will be voting in a way that you'll see, hopefully, because I would encourage a roll call vote because I believe we gotta look into this room and realize that some of us are going to be working for the government one day. Some of us are not gonna be working for the government one day. I personally will be working for the government via the FAA. I would like my vote out there and known because the government can track that. And the government, if we all vote yes and it's a secretive vote and nobody's knowing what we voted for, and this government says that we're gonna condemn a federal agency, that could be looked at in the future and be seen as, oh, that guy condemned this federal agency. And so that's why I personally would encourage a roll call vote rather than a private vote. And so, I mean, with that, I will motion to expedite this bill to now.
Alright, motion to expedite. Are there any seconds?
Seconded.
Any dissent? All those in favor to expedite this motion? All those against it? The motion clearly passes. Yes, Senator Dietrich?
Motion to make the vote a secret ballot.
Any seconds? Any dissent? All those in favor of the motion to make this a secret ballot voting, please raise your placard. All those against it? This motion clearly passes. Yes, Senator,
Motion to call to question.
any seconds?
Second.
Any dissents? All those in favor of calling this motion into, this resolution into question, please raise your placards. All those against it? All right, this motion clearly passes. We will now begin our formal voting session for this resolution in a secret ballot setting. Everybody take a piece of paper out, write your name and vote yes or no for the resolution.
Write your name and
Savior's over here with the paper. Thank you.
Pass it down, pass it down.
You got a bigger one.
Sorry. Oh, no, you're.
Oh, you want?
I have 5,000.
You're doing secret ballot. Oh, you're doing just like you're doing it just like you do in Hawaii.
Don't let your name.
Wait, not even my name.
Okay.
If I wanna rep.
I'm writing other people's
Yeah, what if they wanna?
Don't tell that, please.
You can write their name.
If they wanna write their name.
Oh, you did that? It's a secret ballot, I can't look it up.
You can have my name back.
It's really my.
That's a signature. Put that on the wall when I'm famous one day.
I will sell it for $20. I got $20 over here.
Yeah, I'll sign my name as many times as you want.
I know, it's quite nice.
color.
It really does ink well.
Thank you.
You ready?
You can see it.
They were there when I.
Get you that Nobel Prize, bro.
I would have
Like,
liked
how many
change
you have?
this one. It's from the title. So.
A lot of times.
When you're after you're a little worried about last year, I'm like, this one, there's a ton of them.
No, I
You guys
got
specify.
Saturday tomorrow, 10 seconds.
Feel free to answer.
Oh, I watched it. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
No, they should have teased that fast in New Vegas and they're gonna shadow drop 6 or some shit.
I haven't played any of them.
They should remaster Tactics.
Remaster.
I'm playing that so hard. No, I'm not been watching it for
It's insane.
It's so good.
I'm so
I can literally just pause.
Yeah, I checked that correspondence.
Still from the last episode, I still have to remember like stuck in my head. I watched it like there's one more discussion. That's what I watched. That's what I watched. Oh my god, I'm winning. She was like Tyler. It's true.
Heavy vague about it.
It was like back in.
I have 5.
Yeah, that's what
I was spending.
In our operating policy?
No. Yes.
What's that?
Yeah, well, maybe not in our operating policy, but like
It's not in our bylaws, it's not in our
It's in-
constitution, it's not in our operating policy.
No free trips.
Okay, then you prove it. I haven't pulled
How
up
would you
one.
ask?
Oh, I actually can't think of it.
No, they do not appear that.
No, it's in one of like the introductory docs. It's not in anything official.
Which is not a document recognized as viable.
No,
Not by the
it's-
Constitution.
It should be a pass fail.
Take that up.
But there's still a time.
You know the guy.
I think we typically count.
Take it up,
That's a
John.
roll. That's roll call.
So even
Cause then you go like roll call. For like.
so even if somebody wanted the vote count, they couldn't get it.
Well, they could. You get a vote count, you get a vote count for this record. No, it's already in the record. It's all, they're always in the correspondence. Every
So
correspondence.
then how come they don't just tell us?
Eddie,
If we're gonna
traded
see
your glasses. That's a good question. I don't know.
That's Mr. Zellmer.
No, these are mine.
Oh, really? Where'd you get yours? Oh, yours is right there.
All right, everybody, we're back in formal session. Okay, after the final counting of the given votes, I am very pleased to announce that this resolution successfully passed. Senator Hegseth?
Declare my vote in the meeting minutes as a vote into the no column, please.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that will be noted and will be present in the correspondence sent over in the next week.
Thank you.
Motion to record my vote as a yes.
Okay, so we have two motions for yes.
Please also put me down as a yes vote.
Yep. Yes, and Senator Ray's yes. Yes, Senator.
Put the second down as a yes as well.
Thank you. Any more? All right. Yes, Senator Zellmer.
Motion to continue on with our business.
Thank you very much. Any seconds? Any dissents? All those in favor, please raise your placard. All those who disagree. We are back in business, everybody. We now move forward with actually announcements. Any announcements? John? Oh, wait, Senator Johnson and then John.
Thank you. This will be a short announcement, and I'm really glad to have the opportunity to do so. It's a good news and a bad news thing. The good news is I was offered a teaching assignment in the Twin Cities with Cow Tipping Press, this incredibly magical, awesome, I got all the adjectives, agency that provides writing classes and publishing for adult students with intellectual disabilities, autism spectrum disorder, Down syndrome, etc. And I immediately printed off, signed that contract, accepted that position. And we'll be making regular commutes to the Twin Cities to teach that class. But because of that, I will not have the time to continue committing to this body. And as of 8 p.m. tonight, I will have resigned from student government. And I just wanted to say that it has been an absolute honor working with all of you, whether it's been for 1 week or more than a year. I will not forget it until I reach the maximum number of concussions and I don't remember anything at all. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much, Senator Johnson. That was good and bad news, I guess, at the same time. Vice President Kafli.
Just follow up on that. I really like to thank Senator Johnson for being here with us. He was one of the first few senators who would send me a message saying, "You're doing amazing. Please don't be nervous." At any time I did something like good or spoke or like did what I was supposed to do, he would be like, "I'm so glad I'm working under you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you do." He always took his time out to do what he has to do, but also to appreciate all of you as well and all of us, and I'm really thankful, and we're gonna miss you a lot. I thought when I saw that email in the morning, I thought it was 8 a.m. and I was like, oh my God. And then when I came in the room and I saw him here, I was like, oh, you're still here? I was really happy. And then I rechecked my email and it said, oh yeah, you would have to be here. But yeah, we're gonna miss you and thank you so much. And all of your hard work did not go unnoticed at all. And yeah, you're one of our first few senators of the month and you really deserve that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vice President Kafli. A big round of applause for Senator Johnson. Any other announcements before we move to the big guy? Okay, Senator Ayad.
Oh, sorry, John. I don't mean to make you stand up there any longer than you have to. Simply put, tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. at the Centenary United Methodist Church, there is going to be a seminar on what is going on with the North Mankato Data Center and more about like the lawsuit that is going on that is being put on by MCEA. That is at 6:30 to 8 p.m. tomorrow. I will be attending. I can send anybody the address or more information. Just either shoot me a message on Teams or like text me. I would suggest business, like at least like casual business attire if you go, but you don't need to. That's just me. That's just what I wear. That's all. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you so much. John.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I don't have a lot today. I will be out of the office tomorrow and Friday for a conference with the fraternity and sorority leaders I work with. We're going to our annual conference in Indianapolis, and so that'll be fun. I do look forward to the retro game night. I am one who can only play retro games. The stuff that you guys talk about, I can't play. So I had to ask somebody what FPS meant. So I didn't understand that. But anyway, I do look forward to that. I know there are some others on campus who look forward to that as well. Some are going to be there for the social event part of it, to be able to meet and mingle with you all because they don't have confidence in their ability to play any types of video games, but they may be willing to try. So people are excited about it. It's something new, and so it was a good idea. Good to see it come forward. So I don't, like I said, I don't have a lot else today, so we look forward to that. If there's anything you need as you work towards your projects, please let me know. I do know that the student government election website is up and updated, and so the forms are on there, the right rules are on there, the right dates, the right timelines are on there. Next week, just as a reminder, this changed in the last week. Okay, because of the video retro game day, I will be presenting to student government next week about the overall view of student fees instead of on the 11th, okay? And so I will upload a presentation into the Senate folder for you by then, and you'll have access to that. But we will be talking about all of the student fees next week. And then at the end of February, we will dig deeper into just the student activity fee and the athletics fee. And so I will be presenting that next week and look forward to sharing that information with you. If you have questions about the code, again, to be able to use for your parking, it is on the discussion board in the Senate channel of the student government team. So that's where you can find that information.
So much, John. All right, before we move to roll call, I have an announcement to make as well. First of all, I'll just start by announcing all the vacancy spots that we have up until now. At Senator College of Allied Health and Nursing, 3 seats. Senator on campus, which is residential life, 2 seats. Oh, 1 now, actually. We just appointed Joe. All right, 1 seat. And then Senator off campus, 2 seats. 2 seats are vacant for Senator off campus, and the vacancy will open on February 4th. Just keep that in mind and tell all your friends to apply. Next up, I know we all miss doing senator reports. So starting from next week, we will have senator reports for all the new senators who kind of not have any idea of what it is and how it works. You will get to learn from very experienced senators over here, who will be presenting their senator reports on the following week of 4th February. I will just announce who will they be. It is Senator Dietrich, Senator Reyes, Senator Hiluka, and followed by Senator Stokes. So these 4 people will be giving their senator report for the first time in the semester, and I want all the new senators to look, listen, and learn from them. Do I have any question from anybody? Any of the senators that will be presenting, do I have any questions? All right, thank you so much. We now begin with our roll call. Senator Aubert.
Here.
Senator Hyber.
Here.
Senator Kabad. Here. Thank you. Senator Andre is absent. Senator Hayden.
Here.
All right. Senator Dietrich.
Here.
Senator Olson.
Here.
Senator Reyes.
Here.
Senator Bartlett.
Here.
Senator Nguyen. Here. Senator Anderson.
Here.
Senator Zelmer. Senator Cummings. Senator Ide.
Present.
Senator Heluka.
Here.
Senator Knauer.
Here.
Senator Andrioli, sorry. Senator Stokes.
Here.
Senator Hillstead.
Present.
Senator Reyes.
Here.
Senator Liu. Senator Ray. Senator Wickersham.
Present.
Vice President Kafli. President Corrin. And Speaker Tapa is here. Oh, Senator Beckerman. All right, thank you so much, everybody. It is currently 5:26 p.m. and I call this meeting adjourned.
Well, you know, you got your project.
What happened? You died.
Send me a team.
So I have so many projects.
President, you're gonna be like 6.
Eddie, just without the glasses, with the.
Oh, you have my
No, but that's gonna be like an opposition.
Like really? No, he was trying to. I saw it coming, man. I knew it was
If you
like.
denied a job because they wrote, like that, someone from making examples of all that you said.
Look back, it's gonna be like.
And then there's no one that.
I voted against it. Oh, okay. Speaker, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Over the Monks Avenue.
Sadly, I can't.
A little bit of Monks Avenue.
The reason I had that paper.
Yeah, I am just review where I was at with all my old semester. I want to pick it up this semester.
Talk about my lab on sedimentary rocks.
Yeah. I'm man.
Night.
I remember. I remember the first day when I came and sat down right next to you. The omnibus senator I do.
Hopefully it's a little less crazy than the 91st.
I mean, even with the craziness of the 91st, I still. There's a reason I can.